Right. So welcome to this sociology video. It's about the question of related to the sociology of the family exam, Sociology G672 OCR AS level exam. And we're looking at outline and evaluate the view that the family serves the interests of the ruling class. And we're looking at the structure, first of all, for any 33-mark question. So the key issue is evaluation. It should have an evaluative structure. In other words, it should be clear what the strengths and the weaknesses are of the view. So you're going to talk about the topic. Number one, define the key words in the question. Okay. If it's a question about the key theories of feminists, Marxists and functionalists, little structural views, so you can refer to the idea of structure and wide systems and institutions. If it's a question about contemporary views, the contemporary views are the new right and postmodernists, and so you need to refer to contemporary changes as well. Any essay you can refer to contemporary changes. So you define the key word in the question, okay, and you've got to decode the question. That means you've got to work out what view the question represents. In this case, this view is Marxism essentially, so you need to work out what the view in the question represents so that you can work out what to say. In the first part, you can refer to the views in the debate surrounding this issue. In other words, there will be a number of views. Not everyone will agree with the view in the question. Some will support the view in the question. So Marxists will agree with it. The functionists will disagree with it because they think the family serves the interests of all members of society. The family is functional for everyone, the whole group. So you refer to the views in the debate. Now, the way I would do this is put a short sentence. So you could list the views in the essay, and we'll give an example of this later. But it would basically be a sentence saying, Marxists may support this view, this may be critically discussed by feminists, functionalists, social action theorists, postmodernists and new right perspectives. Second thing to do is to have 3 or 4 paragraphs. Those 3 or 4 paragraphs talk about the view in the question. And they've got evidence in terms of perspectives and theories, concepts and studies, data and contemporary examples relating to the essay question keywords. The third section is going to be several sections, several paragraphs. So in this case, you'd have the different perspectives in reference to the question. So this first section was about the view, so it was about Marxists, maybe Marxist feminists. This next section is going to refer to other perspectives. So you could refer to the functionists, the feminists, the postmodernists, the new right theorists, and you've got 4 evaluative paragraphs. You could refer to, in any question, social, political, economic and cultural changes.
What does TCSD stand for?
The different types of evidence, theories and perspectives, concepts, studies, data, contemporary examples. So for each of these 3 or 4 paragraphs on Marxism, you're going to refer to this kind of evidence and try to include a mixture of a range of types of evidence. You're going to try and cover a range of issues, as well as cover them in adequate detail, so that you combine both breadth and depth. That's why you're going to put these evaluative points, because you're going to try and cover a wide range of issues. And in enough detail. So in each of these paragraphs, try and include this kind of evidence. So for functionalists, don't just say functionalists, also refer to theories like Parsons, the study, concepts like collective harmony, and any data that supports the contemporary examples. In the end of the essay, you need a conclusion. So conclusion is never a summary of what you've established, because this essay is evaluative. You're required to make a decision or judgment in terms of the question overall. So in this case, is it a strong or a weak view? Okay, to say that the family serves the interests of the ruling class. So for any essay, you can think about what views would disagree with the view in the question or support it, and put those, but essentially all the perspectives need to be added for any essay. You have to include the perspectives, which makes it more challenging than the 24-mark question for OCR G671 SCR, because you have to evaluate with the perspectives, so that's very important. Okay, has anyone got any questions or any points so far with the structure? Does that make sense? Does that help you understand the structure a bit more? We're going to look at an example to help you feel more confident.